Today on Armchair Operator Guns and Gear Reviews, we're going to take a look at the Mediator from Gideon Optics. Let's get to it.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love.
What's going on, everybody? It's your big homie, the Armchair Operator, and welcome to today's program. Now, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you enjoyed today's presentation and find the information I'm going to share with you informative. And if you're coming back to the channel, thank you so much for coming back and rocking with your boy. I really do appreciate it. And I also hope that you find this information entertaining and informative. So as I said in the opening, we're going to take a look at the Gideon Optics Mediator, which is basically their acro style pistol red dot. It's an enclosed emitter dot, and it actually uses the same footprint as the Aimpoint acro. So first things first, I just want to say that this particular optic was provided by JSD Supply. So thank you to JSD Supply for selling me the red dot for this review. Now also, I have the optic mounted to my Springfield echelon here. So first things first, let's verify clear real quick. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but that chamber is clear and there's no magazine in the firearm. And we're filming in a safe and controlled environment. There's no ammunition anywhere in my review space. Now, on to the dot. So I already actually have this dot mounted and zeroed to the firearm, so I didn't really want to take it off. So just for the purpose of this review. So this review is actually going to be really quick. So I just want to share with you some of the features and some of the experiences with this particular optic. So as you can see, it's a big hulking boy. Why? Because it's an enclosed emitter dot. So for those of you who don't know, most of your pistol red dots are basically the open emitter kind. Like think about maybe the Trijicon SRO or the Holosun 507 or 407C, whatever. And it has that little cut in the back. Those are open emitter dots. And the biggest disadvantage for an open emitter red dot is that it's easy to get stuff inside of the optic, which could obscure that actual dot. Like you could talk about water can get in there, or maybe even some dirt or debris, lint from a shirt or whatever the case may be. It's very easy to fall on that emitter, and once that happens, it's going to obscure the dot and it's going to screw up your sight picture. But with a closed emitter dot, you don't have to worry about that because it's basically enclosing the actual emitter itself, so things can't get in there. So that's one of the reasons why closed emitter dots are actually usually the way to go for some of your more tactical guys and some of your more duty guys. Like they don't have to worry about that. Now with the Mediator is, it comes in roughly around the $280 price point. I actually paid a bit less from that. Actually, I picked this up from the Oaks Gun Show about a month ago. And I forget how much I paid, but I paid actually a little bit less than that. But my point is, I've been running this optic on this particular gun since I bought it, and I haven't had any issues out of the optic at all. And for the price point, I think it's a really solid option. So what are you getting for a sub $300 enclosed emitter dot? So for one thing, you're getting, I think it has about, well, let me look at the features real quick. So you're looking at, it has a 3 MOA center dot. So one of the things that I do like about the Mediator is that you could customize the dot. So you could either have the 3 MOA dot for precision shots, or you could have the 38 MOA circle. So the 38 MOA circle kind of looks like the donut of death. Like if you're familiar with the EOTech, that's kind of what that looks like. So you could either have it with the dot in the center plus the 38 MOA ring, or you could just have the 38 MOA circle without the dot in the middle. So you could actually configure your sight picture to what you like it to be, which I think is actually pretty cool, especially for the price point. You also get 50,000 hours of battery life, and you get shake awake technology. So you're getting a long battery, you're getting a lot of battery life, and 50,000 hours, that's a long time. Now, the other thing that I also like about this is that it runs on CR2032 batteries. So those batteries are pretty common, but they actually give you two in the box. One was actually in the dot, was actually installed in the optic, I'm sorry. And the other one is in the box itself. So, and as you can see, here's mine here. So it's actually still in the packaging. So as far as batteries go, I'm pretty much set for quite a while. And while I have the box open, well, first of all, let me show you. This is essentially what I mean about the type of sight picture you might be looking at. Like, I don't know if that can focus in, might be a bit too close. So that's essentially what your sight picture will look like. And like I said, you could configure that to either just have the 3 MOA circle dot, or you could have it to be the just the 38 MOA ring. But anyway, let's take a look at what it comes in the box. So in the box, it comes with your Picatinny adapter, like a little riser where you could actually mount this on, say, your rifles, or you could mount this on a shotgun, anything that has a standard 1913 Picatinny rail. Now, the plate that I am running, I'm actually running the RMR footprint plate. So my original thinking was I wanted to be able to mount the optic onto RMR cut slides. Basically, every pistol that I have has an RMR cut pattern. I was going to run it on that and, you know, call it a day. However, I actually ended up running it on my Echelon. Reason being, before when I tried that, I was actually running like kind of a plate on a plate. I do not recommend that you do that. It's not a very solid mounting system in my opinion, but at least with my Echelon here, I could just basically put the RMR plate onto the adapter plate directly onto the slide, and I can mount the optic onto the adapter plate, and it's been rock solid. I've put several hundred rounds through my Echelon here since I've had this optic installed. I haven't had any problems. So that was just one of those things, you know, for me to grow on, you know, learning experience, right? So there are different plate adapters available for the Mediator. So you can definitely check out their website to find more information about that. In retrospect, I should have went with the MOS adapter plate because I had the idea of running it on my Glock 47, which is one of my EDCs, but it didn't quite work out getting the actual RMR footprint plate. But, you know, hindsight is 20/20, right? So there you go. Now, the thing about the Mediator is that they come in two flavors. So they have a red reticle version, rather, red dot, whatever. And they also have a green dot version. The one that I have the red dot version, but they also have the green dot version available too. So you definitely do have that option whether you prefer red or green. If you prefer green, you could go with the green. If you don't care, if you prefer red, you can go with the red. So either way, you have options. Now, more so on the features. So it has 10 levels of brightness adjustments, and it also has 2 night vision compatible levels too. So basically you have 8 daytime and 2 night vision, which I think is really cool. I don't have any night vision, so I didn't really get a chance to test the night vision. But as far as the daytime settings, it's nice and bright in the window. Like, I didn't really have any problems. So that's really good, and it's also parallax free for up to about 33 yards, and it is IPX7 rated. What does that mean? It basically has some water resistance. I didn't do any water resistance testing with the optic itself, so I'm really not sure as far as to how far it can be submerged. And I haven't really seen any information on Gideon's website about that. So I'm not really sure. I'm not even going to guess, but I would not advise you to say dive into a local lake or a pond just to test how waterproof that optic is. That would be stupid. But I would also say that if you're working outdoors in inclement weather or anything like that, or if you do accidentally drop your handgun into some water, I think you'll be okay. But again, I don't have any concrete figures on how waterproof or how water resistant it is, so I can't really say. Now, let me just talk about how it felt for me on the range. I mean, basically, it was really good. It took me a little bit to get it sighted in. That's basically me getting used to zeroing the optic. But once I got it zeroed, man, it was lights out. I mean, I really like it.
I didn't even realize that that's what it is. I'm moving the gun.
Not bad. Took me forever to get it sighted in, but not bad at all. A lot of low shots. And I didn't have any issues running the optic on my echelon here. Like, I mean, it ran flawlessly. I mean, all in all, it's a cool optic. I do like the fact that I could take the optic off of this mount without disturbing the zero too much. But again, like I didn't really want to have to go through that whole process of checking the zero. So I'm just going to kind of leave it on here for right now and just kind of rock with it as is. But I mean, all in all, it's a solid optic and it's basically sub $300. So you might want to take a look at it. So, you know, definitely check them out. It'll be worth it. But anyway, with all that out there, what do y'all think about the Gideon Optics Mediator? What do you think about enclosed emitter dots in general? Or do you like them? Do you rock with one as far as your EDC, your duty setup, whatever the case may be? Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Let's get this discussion popping. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching today's program. I hope you enjoyed it. This is your big homie, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.